Austin, Texas, like many Act Blue Soros strongholds, has a district attorney problem. Inexperienced Austin DA Jose Garza is releasing most first-time offenders back into a city where crime has skyrocketed.
Police say this year they have seen an increase in property crime overall. In fact, they've responded to more than 700 robberies. That's up 9% compared to last year.
You can see serious crimes are up. As of April, murders in Austin up significantly this year, 200% compared to 5 years ago.
While Garza is at odds with the investigation surrounding the two teenagers who shot 14 people in downtown Austin, killing one and paralyzing another.
In our top story tonight, police have dropped all charges against a 17-year-old Harker Heights student accused in a deadly mass shooting on Austin's famous 6th Street.
Yeah, now police say they have a new suspect, 19-year-old DeAndre Jamaris White.
While bringing an indictment regarding a clear case of self-defense in the shooting death of activist Garrett Foster a year after there were no charges brought.
The Army sergeant who shot and killed a well-known Austin Black Lives Matter protester is indicted on 3 charges, including murder in Travis County.
The shooting death of Garrett Foster, who was carrying an assault-style rifle at the time in downtown Austin, made national headlines and raised issues about self-defense and Second Amendment rights.
And now District Attorney Jose Garza has managed to violate due process. The Austin Police Association was made aware of possible allegations of misconduct by Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza and members of his office. Based on the information provided in the Brady notice and the motion for the request for an evidentiary hearing, the inappropriate and illegal behaviors extend to the highest levels of the Travis County District Attorney's Office and to Jose Garza in his official capacity. The alleged conduct is beyond disturbing and further complicates 2 very serious cases, one involving a child victim of an aggravated sexual assault and the other a homicide. In Jose Garza's short time in office, he has allowed the Travis County District Attorney's Office to be severely tainted, brought a lack of credibility, honesty, and professionalism to the top prosecutorial office in Travis County. In order to restore a level of public confidence back to the district attorney's office, the results of an investigation into the allegations should be made public and appropriate legal actions or sanctions applied if warranted. Court records show that an assistant district attorney with the Travis County DA's office has resigned. They state the reason as being the current leadership in the DA's office that has put them in a position that compromises their ethics, morals, and standards of professional conduct.
I know we have a lot of DSA comrades, and I'm going to pass it off to our own elected official, Jose Garza. We went all in to elect him to DA, and we're all very excited about the work that his office is doing.
Obviously, our struggle isn't over. We have so much work ahead of us. We instituted a new policy, and it was pretty radical on April 1st. We instituted a new radical policy, and that policy was to say that no one who does not pose a threat to our community should be sitting in jail simply because they can't afford to get out. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? By implementing that radical policy, as we sit here today, our jail population is hovering around 1,500 on a daily basis and dropping every day.
A big, huge round of applause for Jose. It's so inspiring. And I think having people like you in office is a really great way to see how we as socialists can take power and do good things for our community.
Garza's office reveals the dysfunction we have come to expect from those aiming to tear apart a once thriving Austin, Texas, and reducing it into a liberal hellhole. John Bound reporting.
You know where the CIA tunes in, right? You know where the Russians tune in? You know everybody tunes in, right? You know who Tucker Carlson tunes in to, and Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk? You know where they tune in, right? They tune in right here.
InfoWars. Tomorrow's news today.
We finally reached the point where viewers and listeners realize that InfoWars is not entertainment. For 27 years, people tuned in, and a lot of them thought, well, this guy's really entertaining. He really has a lot of energy. He's really funny. He's saying all these crazy things about world government and release viruses and forced depopulation and forced legalization of pedophilia. He's a great science fiction writer. He's so crazy. He's so cute. It was one of the voices of The Simpsons, Harry Shearer, who's a great actor, great writer, did a great job at Spinal Tap, who was in a big British documentary that I was central in called Secret Rulers of the World. We covered Bohemian Grove. And he talks about, in the film, about you're listening with your family on vacation out in the woods on shortwave to Alex Jones. And he's just such a great fiction writer. It's so convincing you buy into it. You see, they wouldn't go check out the white papers and documents I was talking about. Because in 1997, 1998, most things were not on the internet yet. Now it's all there. You can go to the Davos Group, the World Economic Forum, and see them announcing implantable chips, the end of the family, the end of the sexes, chemical castration, world government, it's all there. But back then, I would go to the library and pull this up, and people thought I was crazy. And they thought, why is this guy so concerned, and why is he so charismatic for no reason? Because back then, we were still in the beta test of the New World Order. Now we're in operational, which means total enslavement and death. I've been harping on this a lot in the last month. Joe Biden signed new official U.S. government policy, National Strategy for Countering Domestic Terrorism. And in this document, go read it for yourself online, just type it in. They say if you question lockdowns, if you question forced inoculations, if you question the election, we're going to call you a white supremacist. And once we say that, that triggers the CIA and the FBI, and we're going to hunt you down and, quote, take you out. I've got FBI spokespersons on MSNBC saying we're going to, quote, take out members of Congress that don't agree with the election. I mean, they're just externalizing the fact that they're going operational physically against everybody. This is a criminal takeover. So in the time I have left in this emergency transmission, I'm just going to say this. InfoWars has already predicted what was going to happen off their own documents. We've already stood tall and stood firm thanks to your support. We've already changed the world. But now we're more important than ever because people are finally really starting to listen because they realize I'm not just pulling this out of a hat. I'm not just making this up. I'm actually documenting it and I'm researching it. We know what we talk about. So now our real work really begins. And if you'll just keep us in the fight, thank you so much. We're running a special. 4th of July already ended, but it runs through this weekend of double Patriot points, free shipping, and up to 60% off on our best-selling products at InfoWarsStore.com. And your funds are critical to our operation. Without your support, we will not continue to be on the air. So please visit InfoWarsStore.com where we have Survival Shield X2. X3 already sold out. X2 is amazing. Deep Earth Crystal Iodine, the good halogen, 40% off with free shipping, double Patriot points. And the exact same formula, but in a spray cap, so I want you to try it, is 60% off. Despite the fact this will be sold out for months, we won't have it. Doesn't matter. We've got to discount it to sell it to get funds in to operate. So get your X2 in spray and in the normal drip bottle at InfoWarsStore.com at 40 and 60% off with free shipping. InfoWarsStore.com and fund the InfoWar.